Have you ever wondered where your food actually comes from? What if I told you that some of the freshest, high quality meat, eggs, and honey is produced right here in Olive Branch, Mississippi? But most people don't even know about it. Today I'm going to give you an exclusive tour for anyone looking to skip the stores and go straight to the source. Join me as we take a closer look at the farm to table journey and look at a hidden gem right here in your backyard. All right, Chris, so what actually inspired you to start Adobe Ranch, and what makes this ranch so different and unique from all the others?
Yeah, so my grandfather actually started the ranch back in the 80s.
Okay.
It was a quarter horse ranch when he bought the place, and then he raised and bred Tennessee walking horses. And he passed away about 13 years ago. And a few years ago, I was like, you know, maybe let's start raising meat. Because my wife, she was having problems with the meat that she was getting from the grocery store. She was getting stomach ulcers and stuff that from it. It's not the meat that's doing that, it's the way the meat is processed is why it's like that. So I was like, well, we can start raising beef and pork and grow a better quality meat. So that's what we did. And we'll just kind of start from there just for us. And that's what we did. And then I said, well, let's raise a little bit more for our neighbor down the street and this and that. And that's kind of where it all started. And then we started from beef to pork to eggs to honey and
kind of grew
from there. Yeah.
You mentioned the ulcers that your wife experienced. How did starting the farm change that? Did it have an impact on her condition?
It was like right away. As soon as she ate it, it was a game changer. It was like night and day difference. Even in the quality of the ground beef, if you look at the quality of the ground beef at the grocery store versus the quality of the ground beef that I have here, it's a night and day difference. The grocery store, it's pink, it looks like Play-Doh.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus here, it's red. It's like what meat's supposed to look like because it's just, I don't add anything to it and I don't pump them with a lot of hormones or anything else like that. I mean, whatever God lets that animal grow, as quick as it grows, is how it grows. And then when it's time for him to go to the processor, is when it's time for him to go.
So it's primarily, you think it was the beef, so your wife loved hamburgers and things of that nature? Yeah,
she
so
loved
just
all
meat
that.
Consumption in general.
Yep, meat consumption in general, because all of the additives and the stuff that they put in the meat to make it last longer so it don't turn brown on the shelves like it does at the grocery store.
Gotcha. That makes sense because you never know what farm it's coming from. So it could be coming from California, Idaho, so that preservative. Okay, I got it.
If they ship the meat from Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, wherever they ship it from, as long as it's packaged in the United States, they can put a USDA label on it.
Gotcha.
And they can sell it. But they do say where it's from. So people that do shop at the grocery stores that don't have the privilege of going to a farm to get it, you know, you read that label, and if it says Mexico or Argentina and stuff like that, probably wouldn't get it.
You're talking about if it's from Mexico, New York, it's nothing like me saying, hey,
it's
I live right up the street. So it takes me literally 35 seconds to get to this farm.
Our mama cows and calves down the street, and then once they get weaned, we bring them up here, and then they'll finish out here away from their mamas until they get to that butcher weight, and then we take them to the processing plant and process them. For most of these, have got about another 7 months before they get to the weight they need to be. I think there's 53 head out here right now.
Now, let me ask you this. Grass-fed. I used to work at St. Jude Hospital for a long time. And of course, everybody knows St. Jude is known for treating cancer and kids. A lot of kids coming there with cancer. And we had the best burgers ever. And I never knew why until like 5 years in. But there was a big sign that I noticed that said grass-fed cow. Can you kind of explain the difference? Because I thought all cows ate grass.
They do, that is true.
Yeah, so they're supposed to eat grass, but what happens when you don't feed a cow grass and they're eating corn and all these other things? How does it affect the human body?
Right. If you do a grass-fed, grass-finished beef, which we do a grass-fed, a little bit of grain-finished beef, We don't do grass-fed, grass-finished because you want to get that marbleization that you're looking for when you go to a restaurant. But the difference between the way we do it versus what you get in a feedlot in Texas is a little room like this, in a square footage wise, they can put 3 or 4 animals in it and just pump them with a bunch of feed and everything else like that, which ours, more or less, we just feed them a little bit so they come up to you. Ours are they get friendlier the longer they're here, but we feed them just a little bit, more or less like a treat to come up to you. But they eat the hay that we raise from the ranch. It's Tipton 44 and Bermuda hay. It's the best quality hay that you can produce.
Right.
And that's what we feed them that 24/7, and then we give them a little bit of grain each day, just more or less to say, hey, come up here. So when it is your time to go to the butcher, it's really easy to catch them. You ain't rounding them up. Yeah. But we don't pump them with a lot of feed like a lot of stuff that you do get from the stores.
That's good.
And we feed like cotton hull seeds, peanuts, and a little bit of corn, not a lot, and just stuff like that you get from local farms around here. We get it from a local mill.
All right, guys, we got a private tour. We are rolling, about to bale some hay.
Gonna get some hay.
Yeah, we're about to get some hay.
We got to bale it in the summertime.
All right, Chris, now we have a subscriber question. People love farm fresh products, but not everyone understands the work that goes into them. What does a typical day on the ranch look like for you?
Well, it's every day. It's 7 days a week because, even when we're snowing outside or raining or whatever, everything's got to eat. I can't take all of the fame that I go and do everything because I do have some good help around here that helps make this work every day. Okay. But it's every day. We start first thing in the mornings. We pick all the eggs from the pasture coops to bring them in. So when customers come in here, that they getting that fresh egg, right out of the chicken.
Exactly.
So they getting that fresh. We go and check all the fences, all the hot fences and stuff. Count heads of cows and calves and pigs and make sure everybody's still here. If we had anything born on the ranch, because we also do Nigerian dwarf goats and donkeys and stuff that we raise here too. So, if we got some that are in the barn, getting ready to have a kid or something, we're checking that in the morning time. To go through the whole farm and do everything from start to finish with hay in and water and everything is about a 3.5, 4 hour, give or take on everything.
So after that, so three or 4 hours of your day is consumed with just checking
on everything and making sure everybody's got hay and water.
So what time does your day normally start, and what time does it
most of the time, winter time, we kind of start a little bit later, just because it's so cold outside.
Yeah, that's why
it's cold today. So like today, we really didn't start too early in the morning, but most of the time in the summer, we start about 6 o'clock in the morning, and we end the day between 6 and 7. So we do a 12, 13-hour day during the summer months because we also farm too, all our hay for our livestock. So we do everything in the morning, take care of our customers, get in the hay fields in the afternoon, and bale square bales and round bales, which we sell them to people and other farms. So we do sell hay to other farms too.
Hey, my name is Annika. I'm an intern here at Adobe Ranch. My job basically is to take care of all the animals and also work the shop as well. So I serve all the customers. I take care of all the meat. It's a lot of knowledge as well that goes on with it. One of the things that I end up doing here is the eggs. So I collect all of the eggs and I wash all of them. So a comparison is these are some washed eggs and then these are the dirty eggs. It also depends on how dirty the coop is, I would say, which these ones have been just completely dirty because of the rain and mud and all of that. But usually when we clean the coops once or twice for a deep clean each week, and then every day we try to clean out and flick out all of the mats and everything so that way they come out cleaner. The knowledge about the eggs as well, they have a bloom on it. So what that is, usually you don't see it as much in the stores, or you don't even know about it as much. The bloom is basically something that when you wash it off, it starts the aging process. of the egg and makes the egg just not last as long. The egg has over 17,000 pores, so when you wash it off with the water, it basically allows bacteria to get into the egg, and that's what starts that aging process. Unwashed eggs can last about 3 to 6 months on the counter or in the fridge, but washed eggs, they have to be refrigerated right away, and they can last about 1 month. So that's just a little bit of something that I do. I really enjoy this job and I love it so much. It's definitely been a blessing.
So this is our portable chicken coop that we rotate through the pasture. So when we say they are free range chickens, they are. They only go in there to just coop up at night, and they got the little roosting houses. Me and my buddy Jacob from Coop Up built this coop. Took us a couple of nights, but we got it. And these are actually roll-out nesting boxes right here that they'll go inside the coop, and then they just roll out their eggs, and you got a fresh egg. But we just picked them about 5-10 minutes ago, so there's just one egg in there. But the eggs, they come out right there, so they can go out in the fields and do what they need to do, but they come back here and spit the egg out. We have another coop that we have out in the backfield, and we moved it late in the afternoon, kind of like it is now. And the chickens end up going to a different hut, and we lost about 100 chickens in one night. So farming's not always easy. Everybody's like, well, the price of eggs are high. Well, when you lose 100 chickens in one night and feeding them really good quality feed that they can't get from out in the pastures, it's a lot that goes in it. I mean, I don't really make much money off the eggs. It's more just a perk, and I like to have my own eggs, but we enjoy selling them to the local community around us as well.
In today's economy, you know what's going on. There's a shortage, or there's kind of strain on finances these days. So in continuation with trying to eat healthy, people always associate higher prices with good quality meat or whatnot. So can you kind of touch on, in comparison to your local grocery stores, how much is it to buy the food here in comparison to like Kroger's or things of that nature?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's pretty much the same. It's maybe off a little bit. Like our eggs are real close to what they are, the pasture-raised eggs that you get at the grocery store. And ours, when you come here, they're the same day or maybe 1 day old. And they free range out in our fields. So you're getting a fresher egg versus the grocery store. You're getting an egg that could be 3 to 4 weeks old.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, some of them eggs, by the time they make it from, let's just say California to the grocery store here or wherever, it takes a lot by the time they clean them, package them, label them, and get them to a grocery store versus
Never
here.
thought about that.
Yeah. Some of them eggs be old there. But here you're getting a fresher egg, and when it comes to our beef and pork, you know what you're getting. So you're when you come here, you're not really going to save money on everything, but you're buying quality that you can't get at the grocery store.
Like the old saying says, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Right.
So like our bacon that we raise, our Berkshire pork, it's a heritage breed pork. Most of the pork that you get at the grocery store, some of it's not heritage breed, it's just a pink pig that they raise on concrete. Ours are raised out in the fields. And our bacon that we do from our pork, we don't put no sodium nitrates in it. Most of the bacon that you get at the grocery store is just full of sodium nitrates.
You know what? I had to get away from eating pork in the stores, and I noticed, I didn't ever mention this to you, but I'm mentioning it now.
Yeah.
Every time I eat your pork, I don't get headaches.
Yeah.
I had to stop eating pork because of the headaches that I would get.
That's all the sodium nitrates that they put in all the curing process.
Sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So it's a night and day difference. People that hadn't been able to eat bacon for years, they come here now because they can get a celery cured bacon. It's got celery powder versus putting a bunch of sodium nitrates on it and junk that you don't need in your body.
And that's actually good for people because, down south, we used to some good eating. So a lot of people suffer, especially in the black community, suffer from high blood pressure. Or just in general, people in general suffer from high blood pressure. And all of that sodium is just adding on to that.
Oh, yeah.
So raising that blood pressure. So I'm glad that I made mention of that, but I never knew that.
Yeah. So we do that. Everything we do, I do like I'm feeding for my own family because I am. We don't go to the grocery store for anything. All our beef, pork, our chicken comes from Riley Family Farms. Everything that we do, this is our grocery store. Right. So I'm going to produce the best thing I can for my 2 kids because I want them to last for a long time versus all the red dye and all the junk that you get at the grocery store, So trying to raise a better quality meat for my family and the local people around us.
For a first-time person that's coming into the farm, that's wanting to try some of your products, your food, what do you recommend? What are some of your fan favorites?
Well, I would recommend stuff that you definitely can't get at the grocery store, which is local honey that we do at the ranch. We do a regular hot and cinnamon honey.
Okay.
The hot is really good on salmon or pizza crust, or we put on our brats. Our brats are really good with that. Our brats are phenomenal. You can't get anything like that at the grocery store. People either put them on a Ritz cracker or put them on a hoagie. Our Italian pizza brat's probably the number one thing that we do. Also, back to the bacon. It's different than the grocery store because it don't have sodium nitrates. So if you're a bacon fanatic, I would go with that because
I can attest for the
better
bacon.
for you.
If you come to the ranch, if you come to Adobe Ranch, you must try the bacon.
Bacon is good, and then and also the copa chops, which is what I call the ribeye pork. It's next to the Boston butt that we cut off and make little steaks out of it. And that's my wife's favorite thing. She loves them. So we like the copa steaks. They're really good, and put a little marinade on them.
So with this honey, you mentioned that you actually, I see it says raw local honey. So you actually on site have
bees.
Bees where you manufacture this honey.
Yep. It's me and another guy. He has the bees pretty much and does all the hard work.
Okay.
And I have them here on the property, and then I do all the bottling and the labeling and selling.
So Chris, I want to thank you for joining the channel, and hopefully after this sparks an engagement. And also, guys, if you want to support Chris, tell us where we can find you at.
Yeah, so we're at the corner of State Line and Pleasant Hill and Olive Branch. You can't miss us. We've been here for a long time. It's got a horse statue out there on the corner that my grandfather put up. You can also find us in some restaurants that you can go there and shop and eat. But you can also find some of our stuff at some vendor markets, crossroad vendor markets, and Wholesale Nutrition. They sell some of our products that you can get like this. But you can also come here and shop and get what you need. And if you're local to us, we also do free home delivery if you have a certain amount of product that you purchase. I mean, I can't deliver this 15 minutes down the road, but if you spend $100 or so, we'll bring it straight to your front door.
There you have it. Chris will deliver these products to you, man. It's been a pleasure, man.
Yes.
So only here, living in the Mid-South, not only do we bring you the best houses around, but outside of purchasing a home, you need to know what's in your community.
That's right.
And something that you do every single day is eat food.
That's right. Everybody's got to eat, stay alive.
You got to eat. So,
and eat good so you stay alive longer.
Yes, sir. And if you love bacon and you're having headaches, trust me, take it from me. I used to have headaches every single day because I'm such a bacon fanatic.
Oh, yeah.
But now I can eat my bacon with no worries.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Chris. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back. Adobe Ranch edition, going behind the scenes, Olive Branch, Mississippi.